Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rick Phillips for CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. Tonight from Fred Summers Court, the middle school gym on the campus of Wilmington High School. We've got boys high school basketball. This is a rematch from the district's finals where obviously the Wilmington Hurricane went on to end up in the Final Four, but we're Cumberlandless this year, so that's going to make a difference. And obviously Mason has some considerable height when it comes to there you go, Roger. When it comes to playing this Hurricane basketball team, so the Hurricane are going to have to pull out all the stops if they want to be competitive or even have a chance of beating Mason. Now, Mason is 4-1 to date. They, as we have on our website, their battle with Cooper in the opening game for boys high school basketball there from Hillsborough and Southern State Community College. Mason defeated Cooper. They then beat Loveland. They then went to Fairfield and defeated the Indians. They then went to Lakota West and beat them. And their last game, which is with Oak Hills, was the first game that the Comets have lost. They dropped that 49-43, and that was at Mason. Of course, the Hurricane, they opened in that same Classic at the beginning of the year in Hillsborough. They won over New Albany out of Columbus. They beat Greenfield McLean. Then they came to the gym and lost to Miami Trace, a 57-52 loss. Then beat East Clinton, went to Clinton Massey and beat them. Lost a heartbreaker here against Princeton, 45-44. Now Mason has not played Princeton yet this year. They're in the same league, but they have yet to face each other. So at this point, there's no common team for us to be able to compare them against. And then of course Wilmington polished off Unioto, and there is Benny Carroll in the house.
Well, we got Benny Carroll.
We'll see if we can get Benny down.
We got Phil Snow. We've got
right.
We got Tony Berlin.
Yeah, we got. Of course, you know, this is a considerable matchup for a lot of people that love basketball, and now all we need is our third wheel, or our fourth wheel, or whatever you want to call it. Travis O'Connor is missing in action.
Maybe he's working on our shirts.
Yeah. I know the one that's coming for me. It's going to have a big cheerleader, right? The big circle on the front there.
I don't think so.
Yeah. But anyway, well,
I think he's going to give you a microphone instead. He couldn't bring himself to put a cheerleader.
He wouldn't. He wouldn't miss that. And Angie is listening, so
that's Mayor Greenfield.
Mayor Greenfield is on.
Beaver Creek last night?
Beaver Creek.
Your buddy was. I just wondered.
Yeah, they managed to pull that one out by 9 points last night, and that'll be on our website probably later this evening. And this will be on our website tomorrow evening, regardless of a win or loss by the Hurricane. And we've got coming up tomorrow afternoon, we've got college basketball. We will be at Wilmington College. Trine will be in to play the men Fighting Quakers. And then we've got Illinois Wesleyan Friday evening to play the ladies. So we've got a full lineup for the rest of the week before the New Year's break. Charlie Hargrave will be doing our play-by-play. Travis O'Connor, if he gets here, will maybe add some color.
He's probably listening to you right now going,
right, and I'll add some color as well, and we'll see.
Rick, you always add lots of color.
We'll see if we can get Benny Carroll down here, to talk to us maybe at halftime or whatever, and give us a little insight into maybe where that tournament is going next year. In fact, Charlie, why don't you fill them in a little bit on the starting lineups and that? I'll go up and see if I can line Benny up for halftime.
Sounds good. Yep. Well, we got about 8:26 before we start this evening. And, Wilmington's using their same starting five. Curtis Goucher, the 5'10", junior. How you doing, man? The referees are checking everything out. We've got Matthew Smith, Dylan Bogard, Jeffrey Mansfield, and Chris Guillory will be starting for Wilmington. Wilmington coming off they won against Unioto here recently, and they had a 1-point loss there against Princeton. For Mason, they have Carlos Lewis and Ben Sheedy and Matt King. Matt King 6'5", Noah Fidelity, is 6'4", and Tanner New is 5'11". And from what I understand, I think it might be this Eddie Priestless. One of the Mason players, their sisters, got married, and poor things in Honolulu over the holiday. So I might help Wilmington out. One of Mason's best players is one of their starters, at least, is a little vacay. So
all right, so Benny he'll be down at halftime, and maybe we can find out if he's got any breaking information on the Classic next year. So we'll find out.
Smile, Bill. Bill Lehrman, the voice of Wilmington College Quakers, and the scorekeeper here.
Right, and the voice of the Wilmington Hurricane football.
Yep.
So do we give them any of the information as far as the teams?
I give them the starters. Yeah, we talked about Wilmington. The last two games we got beat by one to Princeton, but then beat Uniola pretty handily.
Right, and of course coached by Mike Noska, and then of course Greg Richards is the coach of Mason.
Yep.
And there's a lot of Wilmington ties, with Mason High School. Our principal here was the principal of Mason a few years back, and of course she was the middle school principal even before that. But Scott Stemple, the AD at Mason, always kind to us when we go down there and do any kind of games. We've done a few football games for Mason, and in fact we had Scott on between the Mason game with Cooper during that Classic and the game that followed that. So Scott stopped by and gave us some of his time. We appreciate that.
It's interesting. Mason is a huge school, and most schools have a varsity freshman and reserve team. But Mason actually has two reserve teams and two freshman teams.
Right. And of course, here's what you're looking at. When I talked with our athletic director, Troy Diaz, before we started, last year we were three over, in other words, three boys over what would constitute us being at Division II level rather than Division I. And remember, we went to the Final Four in Division I basketball with just three boys over that limit. This year, we are two boys over that limit. Else we would be a Division II basketball team. And of course, you play, considerably different talent as you go down, down the right. Yeah, if you're in a league like we're in, you're still going to face some stiff competition from most of the teams in our league. There's competition in the league. I mean, Wilmington obviously has been the standout as far as basketball.
They've got a loss this year in the league. Miami Trace put it on.
Right, and I have a feeling that Wilmington will pay them back at their home, but I think it was a wake-up call. Obviously, this game with Princeton certainly... But tonight's game is going to be an important game because we still have some tough games coming up. We've got a tough Springfield team that we're going to be playing in the future. We have Moeller in the play-by-play Classic. Moeller's obviously the number one team in the state right now as far as basketball. And so that's a team that, has a lot of talent.
Now, is Mason ranked in the state, or do you know?
I don't know if they have a state ranking. I think in the Cincinnati area they're ranked number 4. Now, that there was some shake-up because the way that that has worked, obviously Oak Hills was ranked number 2 to Cincinnati Moeller in the Cincinnati area, and Oak Hills beat this Mason team, and then Moeller beat the Oak Hills team, which you would expect.
Right.
But so I think that when particularly you're talking two teams from the same league, and Princeton, who beat Wilmington by the 1 point from the same league, and the team last night that played Beaver Creek from the same league. The GMC has some really strong, good basketball talent, as well as other sports, in that area down there in Cincinnati. And I think that in most sports right now, Southwest Ohio rules as far as most of the major sports and most of the major sports teams. I know there's a few people up there in Cleveland that might think that there's a little talent up there, but right now Southwest Ohio has proven, particularly with teams like Wayne and obviously the teams out of Cincinnati, and of course the Wilmington team last year that went to the Final Four.
Right. I don't know if you had a chance to catch us this morning, but we're going to be doing some stuff with WALH, and we were on there this morning, Rick and I, talking about Campus Nation, car shows, and all kinds of stuff.
Our Talk TV network.
Talk TV, and
right.
We're getting ready. You're going to have some simulcasts with WALH here fairly soon.
They'll be carrying our games as far as any games that they would like to be able to rebroadcast. They will simulcast those games over WALH. So not only will we be going over the Campus Nation network, but we will also be going over the local Wilmington radio station, which broadcasts here on 106.7 FM. And so that's exciting. And
stay tuned, because we have a possible sports show coming up.
Well, it's not possible. It's already set in stone. We've met with the people there at the Mexican restaurant, and that'll be starting the 11th. Probably a 5 to 7 slot. It might be 4:30 to 6.
The Keep Calm and Chaz Owens may turn into a WALH show.
Yeah, I'd like to see something for a car show maybe on Saturday mornings, and then also a Campus Nation sports show. So we'll just have to wait and see how all that comes together. Right now, the primary thing I want to do is I want to find some space here in the area where we can actually put some physical studios. And, with some physical studios, it opens up a lot of other possibilities for us that we don't have when we're doing everything remotely.
So anybody out there listening, have a space you want to rent cheap or barter, we can barter for advertising, let us know.
Yeah, we're great at barter, yeah.
So, now, is Marty sponsoring us tonight? We haven't talked about Marty yet.
Well, that's because you forgot. Oh, there's Mr. Travis O'Connor. How are you?
Good luck, guys.
Hey.
What's up?
Hey.
Have a good one.
We'll talk nice about you, don't worry. Hey, we say only the sweetest things.
Just watch those guys with the shoes. We're getting ready to have the national anthem, then we'll have your starting lineup.
Okay. Well, anyway, we're going to do the national anthem, and then so you might as well stay standing up there, Travis.
You singing tonight, Troy? Troy's going to sing tonight.
Right. Well, after his stint down in Florida, he's all refreshed now with that dashing tan.
He's giving you crap.
Don't forget your hat.
Spectators, players, and coaches during tonight's game. Before we make the starting lineup, judges, please rise, remove any hats, as we pause to honor America with our national anthem.
All right, we're going to get ready for some high school basketball.
We got the big TOC in the house.
Did you bring the bug with you? All right, so the bug is here.
She was hungry. She wasn't going to get a cone.
So she wants that good popcorn.
Yeah. Got me.
Yeah, we got you.
You
Coming through loud and clear.
That deep, burly voice. And we've got Benny Carroll's going to come down and interview with you guys at halftime.
Benny's here?
Yeah, we always bring the best people. Oh, yeah, there's Tony Berlin.
Tony's here.
Yeah, we
Phil Snow's in the house.
Yeah, we got them all here.
Phil's here?
Yeah, Phil's over there. Orange shirts at the top of the road.
Well, Travis, they knew you were going to be here. They asked about you. They said, where's Travis?
Carlos Lewis. Ben shooting. Matt King. Noah Pedelty. Tanner New. Starting for Mason. Ray Richards, head coach. Who? Yeah, I think so. The best player, I guess, is in wedding.
Melissa Atkins, Katie Jordan, Brittany Wright, Lauren Hall, Kimmy Ito, Sydney Wright, and Olivia Minnie. Number 11, Curtis Boucher.
Curtis Boucher starting for Wilmington.
Boucher, Bobby. Bobby Boucher.
No, Boucher. Curtis Boucher.
He's not a wrestler. He's a basketball player.
Matt Smith. Dylan Bogard. Mansfield starting. Chris Laurie.
And of course, as we do with all Hurricane sports, tonight's game being brought to you by Memphis Style Barbecue from Marty Bogard. Bogard's Southern Style Memphis Barbecue, 975 South Street right here in Wilmington, Ohio. And Marty was telling me that one of the young men on this Mason team, who's probably really, really good, he says, was on his AAU championship team this year. So he's very familiar with some of these Mason players. They've played along with Dylan on that championship AAU team.
Wilmington, their home whites. We're going left to right on your radio dial. Mason in the forest green uniforms will be going right to left.
Ooh,
Mason gets the tip.
Dylan Pickens.
Mansfield gets the ball. Matt Smith has it down the left side, gets it out to Rory on the left wing. He dribbles the top, throws it away.
That was Rick.
I would have caught it.
Nice.
Just a little bit higher.
Yeah.
I had it.
Scared Rick to death.
No, I saw it coming.
Mason gets the ball in.
I'm quicker than any guy on this floor.
Carlos Lewis has it. He gets over to Tanner New. Matt King has it. Back out to Lewis. Pass under to King. Shoots it up. Blocked by Rory. They're fighting for the ball. It's like volleyball. Who comes out with it? Carlos Lewis drives the right side. No good.
Green standing around, Common standing around watching.
Bogard brings the ball back up. This is Mansfield on the right side. Back to Bogard on the left wing.
Yeah. That's all right.
It's all right. Ball just went out of bounds. Wilmington retains possession.
Got a great crowd here tonight.
Yeah.
Obviously, we would expect that. Mason's come with a lot of people, too.
Mason brought a
Pass
good
into
ball.
Rory. Gets the little bunny there on the right block.
Full court man by Wilmington.
Carlos Lewis has the ball. Throws it way down court. Ball gets knocked out of bounds by Mansfield. Mason will retain possession.
Oh, you got your own chair.
What do you say?
What's that cost us? I guess.
Carlos Lewis inbound. Gets out to New. Excuse me, King. Drop back to Lewis.
Nice pass in.
Number 15, Schutte with the bucket on the right side.
Now, Schutte I can remember from last year. I think he played last year.
So they played at Mason last year.
He's a senior, so.
Well, they
Shot
played,
up by
they played
Rory.
the district, and they played...
Oh, yes.
Mansfield gets the rebound.
Good cut by Dylan.
Nice.
Puts it
Nice.
up. Good.
That was sweet.
Ooh,
Thought about
nice
it.
walk.
Thought
I was
about
going to say,
taking
that
three.
looked like a walk.
Mason has the ball.
Ooh,
Nice
Blocked by Rory.
don't come in here.
Mansfield gets it, going back the other way. Tries the dunk and should went the layup.
Yeah.
Good. And go back quickly the other way. Carlos Lewis. And he gets fouled by Goucher.
Boucher pushes.
Yep. I would have set the house on fire real quick.
Yeah, and that's what I think. That was probably what he wanted to do. He wanted to get everybody
Set the momentum.
Right. It's like in your face.
So we have Carlos Lewis at the line, shoot 2. First one is up. No good. Real strong.
Oak Hills right.
Yeah, Oak Hills is Mason's only loss this year, and that was the last game they played at Mason.
Second one up, no good again.
Off the back too.
Matt Smith gets the rebound, gets it over to Mansfield. Mansfield bring the ball up the court. So to Goucher, it's like a three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by King. He was open.
That was not a foul.
Got by with the push.
Yeah. From the corner, Carlos Lewis puts down the 3. 5-4, Mason on top. Just about 5 minutes left to go here, first quarter. Mansfield has it out on top, gets over to Bogard.
And a lot of back doors tonight.
Bogard getting guarded by Newey. Over to Mansfield here on the right wing. He tries to take it to the baseline. Nothing there. Dishes it back out. And it's stolen by Carlos Lewis. He's going the other way. And he puts the layup in.
Nice anticipation.
He was waiting on that one.
Yep.
Mansfield brings it the other way. It's out to Bogard. Bogard thought about the 3. Passed on it. Got to Smith. He throws up the 3. No good. Bogard flies through the lane. Gets the rebound. Mansfield's going to take a 3. And that's out of bounds. That hit the tire up top there. The tire to pull it up.
Coach Oscar saying need to punch it inside. Quit shooting the 3s.
Yeah. He tries to get steal, but throws out of bounds, so it's going to stay with Mason.
Mike's not going to be able to talk at the end of the game.
Maybe not by the end of this first quarter if they keep shooting like that.
Yeah, both teams have had some opportunities.
Yep.
7-4. Mason bringing the ball up. Break the press that time pretty easily. Ball swinging around underneath. Knocked away. Matt Smith gets it over to Bogard, bring it up the right side. He pulls it back out. Bogard, they're going to call a foul. Mason not happy with the foul call. It's going to be on no penalty.
Coach is right there. I don't think there was a foul. Dylan dribbled off the defender's foot.
Seven to 4. Bogard with the basketball. Stepped out of bounds. It's going to go back to Mason.
Yeah, it looks like their plan is maybe to collapse 2 players at all times on Dylan. Shut Dylan down.
Doing a jump trap on Dylan.
But that's all right. Mansfield will step up.
15 going the other way for Mason. Puts up the layup on the left side. That's Ben Schutte. And he gets a bucket. 9-4. Mason on top. Bogard has that on top. Mason playing man. But they are jumping on Dylan.
Yeah. Going to make somebody else besides Dylan control the tempo.
Right.
No foul there. Makes a reach in. Mansfield now has it out on top. They're counting against Mansfield.
Yep. Good pass.
Bogard. He dishes it back out to Rory.
Too much passing.
Mansfield drives left side lane, gets the bucket.
Sometimes you got one too many.
Yeah, and I think that was the case.
Ooh.
All right.
Rory with the block on number 24. No penalty.
It's like Goucher might have hurt his hand.
Yeah.
Kind of shaking it off.
So Mason inbound down near their own basket. They get the ball into King. King gives it out to Carlos Lewis.
Nice
shot. 2-pointer up. Left side.
Sweet.
11-6. Mason on top. Just under 3 here to go. First quarter of play. Bogard has it over to Mansfield on the right side. Back to Bogard.
keeping Jeffrey far away from the basket.
They're just moving the ball around. Looking for something to break open. Bogard, three-pointer, no good. Misses everything.
Yeah, rebound by penalty.
They've got to be careful about getting too
pass all the way down to Matt King. He misses a little bunny underneath. And Wilmington gets a rebound. They're back at it again. They're into the court.
Good back
2
door.
minutes. And
overshot.
Mansfield had it. Nice layup, just way too hard with it. .4 going to the basket, penalty, and he gets the bucket. Run right over Rory and no call.
Yeah. They're letting them play. And
Yes,
we've seen that this year. We've seen a lot more of them allowing the players to play. There's a lot more mixing it up.
13-6. Bogard has it out on the left wing. Gets it over to Smith. Down to Mansfield in the right corner.
Ooh. Jimmy White in the same area.
Yep. Mansfield working underneath. Puts the shot up, and it's good.
So Mason's got a couple of subs getting ready to come in.
13-8. Minute left to go here, first quarter. Tanner New has it out on top. Gets it over to Carlos Lewis.
Ooh,
Push away there, and no call though. I thought that was a point of emphasis this year.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
Oh, nice pass.
Cut by Matt King. He gets his first bucket of the game.
Yeah, the way they talked to, they were going to stop the hand checking and the checking.
Yep. 7-point Mason lead.
15-8.
30 seconds to go.
Mansfield has it way out here on the right wing. Back to Bogard. Has it up there in the eye of the hurricane. Center court.
We'll spread them out here.
20 seconds.
They said we're going to get a screen here and
Now they're starting to count on it.
Jeffrey backwards.
Mansfield has now 10 seconds.
Going to the right. Good back there.
Bogard.
Ooh.
Wow. Puts up a wild shot but gets fouled.
Good read by Dylan to cut him.
Tanner New, his first. Team second.
Tanner has the unenviable position of guarding Dylan.
Yeah.
It's Dylan go on, make this a little closer ball game. 15-8 right now. Oh, no good.
Marty said Dylan was practicing some extra free throws.
Marty did.
Yeah, and that probably kills Dylan. Well, because of the Princeton game. Dylan missed one at that end that could have...
Crucial one.
Right.
It's like Dylan's cramping in that left calf.
Dylan...
This one's up. That's good. Alex Wright coming into the game.
6-point Mason lead with 1.8 seconds remaining in this first quarter play.
Sora and Johnson. Oh.
Shot put up. That was online.
That was Sora.
Must have been their three-point shot, his specialist. They bring him in at the end of each quarter.
Because him and Johnson were coming in, and then he went back out, and then right there, Dean come.
Right.
Shot a little deep.
They're getting replaced back by King and Shooty.
Yeah, Mason definitely has the depth over Wilmington as well. Besides the fact that they have a little bit of height, they've got the
some
depth.
big boys.
Yep.
But I don't know if you've caught up with the fact or not that one of Mason's best players, I guess, if not the best player, is in Hawaii. His sister's getting married, so he's not attending the game.
Did we get a name on that player?
I don't know. I think it's probably Priestess, because I remember Priestess.
From last year?
Yeah. And earlier this year, I think.
I like the Mason cheerleaders' little socks they've got on the Santa Claus socks.
They have bells on them too.
I know. We ought to have we ought to have those for the logo.
Yeah.
With the little socks and bells.
I was expecting to carry in a load of shirts tonight.
I was hoping to. She didn't get done in time.
Are those the ones that are made by little elves while we sleep?
He's wanting a cheerleader on his.
That's the most important. That's the most important part of the game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cheerleaders.
Okay, folks, back to the second quarter here of action.
15-9.
Mason has the ball also. Carlos Lewis has it, gets it off to Tanner New. Back out Matt King, three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Rory.
Lewis being a press to him.
Gets it out to Brady Evans.
Evans in the game.
First action of the game. Boucher is out.
I'm thinking Boucher when he dove for the ball over in the corner might have hurt his wrist.
Yeah, he was shaking.
He was shaking it when he got up.
Dylan Bogard with the basketball. Gets Matt Smith.
Looking for the wheel cutter. Trying to get Jeffrey one-on-one there.
Dylan just has out in the left wing. Wilmington being very patient here. Away from the ball.
He pushed. Evans.
Fouls on Brady Evans. Away from the ball. There'll be a moving screen. Will there be a fair assessment?
Coach Nowska's giving him crap. You're letting him push off, but you're going to start calling the tic-tac on that.
Well, yeah, that's the interesting part, but we've seen that all year, too.
Yeah, a tic-tac.
Yeah, they'll call the tic-tac, but, you get a major, someone's laid out on the floor and they don't even call it.
Nice pass in the number 24 penalty. And he puts the bank up on the right block. So it's 17-9.
Ooh, Diamond.
Throws the ball away. King over to Carlos. He goes the layup. No good.
Jeffrey had a little influence on that one.
Matt King in underneath. No good. Ball goes out bounce. Going to stay with Mason.
And Mr. Evans is getting replaced. He kind of like he's lost.
Ryan Griffith seeing his first action as a varsity player. He's been hurt.
Lane has.
Yep, Lane gets hot. He can shoot the three.
Right, yeah. That would be what we need right now.
Foul right away there.
That hurt.
So that's 3, and they can go for 4 with this.
Can open it up to a 21-9 lead here. Ouch.
Three-pointer was good by Noah Penalty. And he's got a chance to make a bonus here. 4-point play.
Sora getting ready to check in.
That's good.
Sora's checking in for
Shooty. 21-9. Bogard with the basketball. Bringing it up. Mansfield drives the right side.
Nice runner.
Puts it off the bank. And lets it drop in. A little floater off the bank board. 21-11. Tell you, Mason quickly down the other side of the court. But Bogard steals it. He's going the other way. Foul.
Now they're going to start calling the tic-tac.
Number 2. I don't think he's going to say anything.
No.
He couldn't see his number. He was just asking what his number was.
Shooty back in the game.
Yep.
Bogard gets the ball in from inbounds. Just has that on top. 21-11. Wilmington on the short side right now of the score.
Dylan's getting ready to get him. Good pass.
Passes over the wall. He didn't take the shot though.
That's twice now he's been around the rim and kicked it.
Well, I just wonder if it's from the coach yelling at him. Foul. Wayne Griffith, nice cut to the hole. He gets fouled. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Got a timeout?
No, shooter.
Oh, okay.
2 shot.
Noska's going to
give a little word of advice.
Oh, yeah, a little word.
Who's that foul on?
I didn't hear who it was.
Number 22, I believe. Or no. Number 21.
21. Sora goes back out.
The first one that goes in for Lane Griffith.
Johnson replaces Sora for Mason.
21-12 for U.S. fans out there. 21-13 now.
For who?
You Rush fans. Don't tell me you don't know what 21-12 is.
All right, the Comets have an 8-point lead.
Just live in ignorant
5:36
bliss and look
left
it
in
up.
the half. That's all right. You have to read the book.
There's no book. He's already proved himself.
Charlie's full of
Oh, nice pass. Number 15.
Mason runs the break well.
Yep, they got quick hitters most of their offense. Pass underneath the Smith. Back out to Rory. Three-pointer.
Oh, that was
in and
nice.
out.
Good hustle, Dylan.
Bogard, heck of a save. Got it back to Mansfield. Bogard from the corner.
Short.
Shot up no good. And they're going to call a foul on Mansfield.
43.
On Jeffrey.
That's his first.
11 minutes into it. That's not bad. 4-3 on the foul.
No, the fouling, of course, like we say, they haven't been calling much. All that means is there's been 4 tick-tacky fouls for their team and 3 for ours.
Yep.
Drive the hole. Carlos Lewis, no good. Rory pulls down the rebound. 23-13.
Now they're trying to trap.
Oh,
that's a push right there.
Jeffrey got by the big one right dead in front of him.
Well, it's not
Ooh, then a wall.
Travel on Rory.
Why don't you just act like they're timid?
Out of sync.
Push off and get space.
Well, I tell you, I know the coach wants them to work for those, close-in shots, but they've had 3 or 4 wide-open threes that they've passed on. If you make a couple of them, you're only down 4 points now instead of 10.
Right. Like that one there.
3-pointer. Long distance.
Now he's going to get called
He's
for
going to cut Dylan for cutting him.
Yep.
Fouls on Bogard.
So the 5th foul for the Hurricane.
23-13. Mason to take the ball out from underneath their own basket. Petalty to bring it in. He gets it over to Shooty. Back to Petalty.
Knew where he was.
Carlos Lewis, 3-pointer, no good.
Oh, good box, Dylan. Gotta get your break going yourself.
Bring the ball up. Gets to Rory. Rory drives right side lane.
Nice.
Puts up the left-hander, no good. Tries to tip in, no good. And Carlos Lewis comes down with it.
Big 3.
3-pointer.
By penalty.
Penalty has come alive.
Doubled up on Wilmington, 26-13.
Penalty's got 11, guys.
He's got 11 of it.
Maybe he came back from Hawaii.
Good cut.
Bogard has the ball out on the outside. Dribbling toward the top of the key. Not a whole lot of movement going on right now.
So we're going to charge and
wow, they're going to call out.
Jeffrey's trying to tell him what he was doing. Use obvious with it.
.320 to go here. Mason up 13.
Ooh, go like the double dribble.
Well, close to over and back.
Yeah, should have been.
Well, it could have been both.
Well, you see, no, they're running a flex cut.
Moving the ball around the outside. Shooty has it on the left side. Matt Smith guarding him hard. Ball's tip.
Open.
Charge, ooh.
Underneath to King, and he puts up the little bunny on Beauregard. 20, should be 28
to 13. 15-point lead.
Got him from the reach around.
On Ben Shooty.
Is that his first?
I think so. They're not putting the fouls up on there.
Not in the middle, no, they're just getting them over there.
Well, they usually put it on the player foul number.
Well, that's Mason's 5th foul, right? Yeah, usually they do. They haven't been keeping up with it. They may not have a foul person.
Ooh. Gotta come to the ball.
Has the ball. Down 15 now.
Need to get something going this last 2 minutes.
Smith. It's out. Lane is knocked away, going down the other way. Oh!
Good follow-up.
Carlos Lewis missed the shot.
All by King.
Matt King jams at home. We had a jam in the reserve game for Mason.
Did we?
Yeah. Ball's taken away again. Bad pass.
Yeah, they're not in sync now.
Got a foul?
Yeah, it looked like
Little touch foul there by Lane Griffith.
Oh, those are the only ones they call, right?
Seeming to be.
That's his second. Just under 2 to play. Not looking pretty for Wilmington. 30-13 right now.
They must be thinking about last year's district final.
They're playing like out of sync. Timid, maybe it's just
Well,
not like them.
I just wonder if they're a little intimidated there, you know?
You think they'd be revenge hungry from last year.
Well, that's Mason. We beat him.
Oh, that's right. That was the other way around.
Mansfield with a layup.
That's
Oh, nice reverse.
Judy will reverse under the basket. 32-15. Bogart has it on right wing.
trying to get Jeffrey free throw.
Mansfield. Go to Matt Smith. Back to Bogart. I thought Bogart was going to drive the lane there, but held off.
I think he's looking for Woolery.
Oh, stolen away from Bogart. Going the other way is Carlos Lewis.
Yeah, Mason's playing that Wilmington game.
Yeah.
Same thing that Princeton was doing.
34-15.
Using their own game against them.
Well, I mean, you know, these are the commonalities. Miami Trace, Mason, and Princeton all play have been playing the same game that beat Wilmington.
Hard pressure and run the ball.
Right.
Mansfield tries to get a hole. They call a foul?
Yeah.
Foul on Matt King. So Mansfield will go to the line.
44.2 seconds remaining in the first half of play.
Mansfield way off with the free throw.
Yeah.
Well, I think that, you know, once you get behind like this, it affects psychologically everything.
Dylan and Jeffrey's going to have to bring the troops together.
Well, and they obviously they've been getting beat up.
Yeah.
You know, Mason's been playing the Wilmington game, beating them up.
Pull-up jumper from the left side by Penalty, no good.
Yeah,
why not
good
shoot it? He's hot.
Yep.
34-15, 25 seconds here. Mansfield has ball clear out in the Hurricane, the eye of the Hurricane.
Yeah, Wilmington actually looks tired, but you know, once again, Mason has been able to shuffle in new, fresh players. Wilmington doesn't have the depth that Mason does.
No.
Yeah, Wilmington does look tired. I agree. Ball's lost. 3-point attempt, no good. That was good thinking by Penalty. He knew how much time was left and knew he couldn't go all the way. He had to pull up and shoot it.
So at halftime, the score is Mason 34, Wilmington 15. We're going to have some adjustments at halftime.
Yeah.
Don't forget, Roger, we've got the young lady there getting a...
The bicycle giveaway.
Yeah.
No, she's getting a new car. Lexus.
That's fine.
Lexus.
Scoring so far, Lane Griffith has 2. Dylan Bogart only 3. Mansfield has 8. And Woolery 2. And no three-pointers, guys, so far. No three-pointers. For Mason, Carlos Lewis has 9 with 1 three-pointer. Ben Sheedy 8. Matt King 6. And Noah Penalty has 11 with 2 three-pointers.
Yeah, they've got 3 guys close to double digits already. At least one of them, 2 more very close. I'm ready.
Got to shorten that mic. You need a new mic. I think it's on the other end. We got Benny Trail.
What's up, Benny?
joining us.
Tell him not to
Benny
come
Carroll.
to the trail.
Why did I say Benny Trail?
I don't know, but I'm about to get up and leave.
Oh, wait a minute, help me out. Who is Benny Trail? Who is that? Help me out.
Well, I tell you, it's
Is
funny.
he a basketball guy too?
Well, he used to be the assistant principal here. He's an old Kentucky boy like myself, and he and I get confused very, very often. So I won't tell him if you won't tell him.
Well, I apologize.
No, that's okay, man. That's okay.
my fault.
Better apologize to him.
All right. Well, your tournament's over this year. Would you like to give everybody a little recap and tell us what the future plans are for that?
Well, we had a good time, I think. Had some good ball games, and hopefully seemed like a real positive response from everybody, all the teams involved, and the fans and stuff. The turnout wasn't as good as we'd like, but anytime the first year or something like that, somewhere it's a little hard to get the word out and all that kind of stuff. So, we're planning on doing it again next year. It'll be the same weekend. Kind of similar format. We're going back to Southern State one more year at least to see how it goes. And
okay, well that's good to know. Now, I know it's pretty cool to get these out-of-state teams and all these other teams, but do you think maybe that might hurt the draw some because there's not that many local teams in it?
It's probably 6, 1 and a half dozen the other. We do have commitments already from all the Highland County teams next year.
Good.
So we get all them in and try to get it, East Clinton and some of the Wilmingtons and teams around close. So we're going to try to maybe get a few more of the locals and still bring in, the original concept was to bring in some, big teams. So kind of have a, kind of a mixture there. In other words, have all the local teams and match them up, and then have a few of the big games with the.
I think it's neat bringing in this, but it's all about dollars and cents too, and you don't want.
We didn't make any of those this year.
so that's what I mean. You don't want. You don't want to let people think it is.
One of the things, we're trying to. Hillsborough High School will be the sponsoring school next year, and we're trying to work out something with them where, and not only them, but the local schools where maybe they sell tickets to make their money and get them
part of the rebate.
Yeah, get them involved a little bit that way.
Gets them to push more to attendance to come.
Yeah, because they weren't even in it this year, were they?
No, their schedule. When we asked them, and they'd already had their schedule and they couldn't work it out. But they actually next year they're in it and actually going to be the sponsoring schools. I think that alone will help some. Just have high school.
I think so.
We had Robbie on last time we was down here from Miami Trace.
Yeah.
So they were kind of interested, maybe like Courthouse or somebody.
Yeah. I mean, it's a delicate thing trying to get the right teams. You want to get it to where it's good teams every year. Now, sometimes the local teams are up and down, but you want to get them in it too, and that kind of thing. So it is kind of a delicate thing scheduling, and you try to bring in a couple teams that's got some elite, Division I type players and that kind of thing.
What the crowd wants to see some of it.
Well, I think really if it gets going and people catch on to it, that my hope was that some of the locals will say, hey, our kids are playing, but let's go out here and watch. Let's see Moeller play, or
it's like you're flying to the hoop. A lot of them go there just to watch the talent.
Yeah,
they don't bring a lot of their own group with them.
Right. But just trying to think of what maybe could help it, which I think it's a good deal already. So I'm not trying.
Hey, now, man, if you got, we're always looking for ideas.
Have you ever thought about like doing throwing a college game in there?
We did that up at Wilmington College one year. The very first year we had it, actually, Wilmington College played a game that Saturday afternoon right in the middle of it. That was kind of cool. I mean, Southern State might be interested in it.
Just a thought. I don't know if that would help any or not.
That wouldn't hurt anything. I mean, it's one of those things you never know. I mean, when Wilmington, had the Cumberland boys and stuff, man, wherever they played, they were going to show up.
Yep.
The very first year we had that thing, Luke Kennard was playing there at Franklin.
Yeah.
And man, I was on the phone with that coach, and we thought we had him, but we couldn't get it worked out. I think that alone, if we could have got him in there that first year, filled the place up and people see what it's about and stuff.
Right.
I think that's the key. If maybe, one of these years when we get the right team, got some kid like that, really get that crowd in there the first time, and then people like it, and then I think people start coming back. So there was some really good basketball. I mean, you guys were there, obviously. Saw some.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. So I tell you something I'd like to see brought back. Now, Now, I'm sure you've heard other people. I don't know who would be the person to do this, but maybe you, since you've got experience in this.
Hey, I'll try anything.
I'll tell you what, I think there'd be a desire to bring back the county tournament.
Yeah, the only drawback right now with all of us going to be in the same league, and I think that's kind of what happened before. They didn't want to play each other 3 times, in a year, and that's the only issue with it that I see. Well, the other thing that kind of hurt it was, Wilmington started dominating it there for a while, and but I think now that's maybe going to even out a little bit here, I don't disagree. Matter of fact, I was sitting up there talking to some old coaches back behind there. They were saying the same thing. Those county tournaments have They have a special appeal, especially around the holiday season. People come home, and see everybody.
And I remember, when I was in high school. I remember when I was in high school at East Clinton, and that was back when East Clinton had pretty good teams. We beat Wilmington occasionally.
Sure. Yeah.
And I tell you what, Herman Court was just freaking packed.
I don't disagree. I mean, the county tournament, like I say, they have an appeal that you can't get anywhere else.
Tell you something else, and you may do this already, and if you do, I apologize, but have you thought about maybe inviting the bands of the local schools? Because I tell you what, you're going to have that much more people eating concessions, and you're also going to have.
We never said they could or couldn't. Nobody asked, and I mean, to be honest, we didn't. Wasn't something I promoted, but that's certainly if anybody asked.
I'm just thinking.
I think what I need is to get 2 young guys like yourself that are interested and help me with these daggone ideas, because I'm
retiring in May. I might help you.
I'm an old basketball coach, man. I'm not a promoter and all that. I mean, it's funny. People talk to me all the time. The part I love is talking to the coaches, getting the teams in and that kind of stuff. Now, I'm not a promoter or whatever. So, if you're interested, when you sign that paper and you got nothing to do, give me a holler, man. Well,
I've already signed the paper. I just got.
He just wait on the day.
I just got to get to May 30th. But no, seriously. I mean, if you want help with that, because I can promote stuff like over the internet and Facebook, and we can do it here through Campus Nation a lot.
Give me a call, man. I'll be happy. I mean, I just like doing it. I'd like to see it become an event that. An event that people look forward to and stuff. It's like I told people, I just had a dream. When I coached here at Wilmington High School back in the 90s, I used to go everywhere to watch those kind of things. I'm just a basketball junkie. Right. And I always thought, man, this area right here would be a heck of a place to have something like this. We got Dayton, Cincinnati, Columbus, and I thought, let's just see if we can do it. So that's really, I just like to see something like that around here that would be really successful.
Like I said, I like it. I've enjoyed it each year I've came to it, but I'm just trying to think how you can. It's not so much of a risk.
Honestly,
but you got a risk.
We lost. We didn't break even on it this year, to be honest with you.
See, that's what I'm wondering.
But I think the idea, Benny, of giving the schools a percentage of what they make off the tickets will help you a good bit.
Yeah, I think
because that'll get them pushing to get more parents and fans out there to watch.
Yeah, I think you're right. Well, boys, this one here, I'm a little surprised. I'm a little surprised by this one. I know. Especially with their best player not even playing.
That's what I said. I was telling
he's in Hollywood, I guess.
Yeah.
Wilmington's playing kind of timid. They're out of sequence.
They are.
They seem tired to me.
They do. They seem a beat behind on everything. Yeah, we'll see. It's 2 halves. So.
Yeah,
that's right.
2 halves.
It's like the Miami Trace game here. Were you here for that one?
I was not, no.
I'll tell you, Wilmington looked like world beaters the first half. Miami Trace come back and got them.
It's amazing sometimes what that 10-minute intermission can do to change a game.
Yeah, it is. Well, hey.
Well, guys, thanks a lot.
Mr. Carroll, thanks for coming.
All right. Don't tell Mr. Trail that.
I don't even know. I
don't know how you got that.
Remember either,
I'll see you guys. Take care.
See ya. That just come out of nowhere.
That was fun.
Well, we're getting ready to start here. The third quarter play. Wilmington down 34-15.
See what Coach Noska had to say at half. See if Dylan and maybe Jeffrey's leadership stepped up.
See if they're going to start shooting some more threes, because they'd have made half those open threes. They'd be at it.
Right, they need to take the open shot. That's the point.
There it is. Right 3-pointer, but no good.
Good rebound.
That's a good sign. Smith at the rebound, gets it to Boucher. Wilmington's going right to left now on the radio dial. Mason's going left to right. And just in case for you non-basketball people, the reason they do that, they want the home team in front of your shooting, playing offense in front of their bench.
Yeah.
Bogard with the layup makes it. Back on the other end, Mansfield gets the rebound. Going back the other way. Bogard shoots another three. Yeah. 34-20.
Hurricane coming alive here. It's a pickle, right?
Mason's not attacking and doing many cuts like they were earlier. Just being content around the perimeter.
Nice
three-pointer put up by Penalty. Yeah, man, it's hard to say. 37-20. Bogard has it. I'll tell you what, a lot of pushing off underneath there.
Yeah.
Oh, they're mixing it up big time. I mean, really, they could call a penalty just about, foul anytime.
Yeah. It's probably what Wilmington is used to giving out, those little nudges coming through.
Bogard has it. Right wing.
Well, they're actually hanging on to Jeffrey, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh, they're doing that to anyone that tries to go underneath. And the point is, they're not calling it, so obviously they'll continue to do it until it's called.
Duche has it. Goes it away.
Good steal.
Second way again by Smith. Bogard puts the shot up, and it's good.
37-22. Cutting away at it little by little.
Take it away.
That's off out bounce.
All right, back to Green.
It's going to stay with Mason. Pass goes in to Carlos Lewis. He was a great sprinter one time, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
No, that was Carlos.
I know, I'm teasing. Come on,
Leave it to a band director.
Lighten up. I'm surprised you got the 21-12 reference. 32. There's the bucket. No good.
All over the back.
Foul's going to be called on number 22.
Was that a push from behind?
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Joe Davis speak.
Big Joe Davis.
I wonder if he's got his hat on wherever he's at.
I don't know, but if he heard our broadcast today, he's probably ticked at us.
We haven't done anything that bad. 37-22. Bogard drives right side, no good. Gets the rebound, puts it up, no good. King comes out of there with it.
Trying to three.
24, penalty, no good. Somebody's phone's ringing. That table's buzzing.
Mine's in my pocket.
Duche has it on the right side. Mansfield. Mansfield tries to drive the bucket. Goes off to Smith.
Quick reversal.
I am impressed with the Mason defense. They're
aggressive.
Yeah.
Well, it's knocked out of bounds by King. Wilmington inbound from underneath their own basket.
Well, he was open, just took too long to get him the ball.
Don't forget, tonight's game being brought to you by Bogard's Southern Barbecue.
Good run around.
Mansfield has it, gets out to Duche. Matt Smith throws up a three, and it's good.
That's a 12.
Like you said, it's a little picking here and picking there.
Like Benny said, tale of two halves.
37-25.
Well, we've seen that twice. A tale of two halves. Well, particularly the Miami Trace game. That was definitely a tale of two halves.
Oh, wow. No foul on anybody there.
Mason coach getting there to stomp up and down.
Two down. I think they were just, once again, going to exchange Facebook information.
Yeah.
Exchange numbers, talk about it.
That looked more like face plant information. Looks like we have a timeout, Wilmington.
So, is it going
30 seconds?
30.
All right, 30-second timeout. So, Mason called the timeout. So 3 points. So far, Mason scored in the third quarter, and Wilmington's put up 10. 10-3 run here in this third quarter.
Right. They just need to keep it up.
And Mason's got some big boys he ain't got off the bench yet.
I know.
Athletic is all get up.
I know. Well, the one boy on the other side, he's one that dunked in the reserve game.
Which one?
I can't. He's clear on the other side of us.
With the high haircut?
Yeah.
This is the depth that Mason brings to the court, and that's the thing. They can continue to run fresh legs out there, where Wilmington just doesn't have that kind of depth. So when Wilmington claws back in this, it's going to have to be because they're shooting.
Yeah.
37-25.
that usual wear you down in the third or the fourth quarter. The third quarter is not going to work for this. Not this game.
Not this one.
Bogart bringing the ball up. Dribbles right side.
He's looking for some help.
Mansfield.
Collapsing on
Mansfield,
Mansfield.
yeah.
There it is. Good back door. Ooh, gotta
Shot
make
put up
that
to
happen.
Evans. No good. Kind of out of
push.
control.
Going to the right.
Carlos Roberts. Not Roberts. Carlos.
Roberts.
Oh,
Sorry, Carlos.
Carlos Lewis.
Well, you guys,
three-pointer.
you guys are bringing all the stars out tonight, aren't
the
you?
names are coming out of the hat.
Oh, God.
That's all right. I got a lot of old people working the crew tonight.
Oh, I know. I was the youngest one. Remember that this morning.
Well, you were lying, though.
That made that one lady a little upset.
Angela.
Moving the ball around. Mason on the outside. Wilmington have been playing man-to-man the whole game.
Oh, yeah.
Pass at number 32. He puts the shot up. No good. That's new.
See, I mean, look at that. There was fouling at least twice on Mullery.
Yep. Quick slaps are getting by with.
Yeah. They're letting them hack and slap.
Mason gets the ball back on the turnover out of bounds by Rory. Carlos Lewis inbound. Gets it to
Oh, good hands, Jeffrey.
Mansfield is steal.
Had the back door. Good take.
Bogart down the left side puts the lay
10-point lead.
37-27.
Travel.
Got King there.
King, that's his third.
Jeffrey just walked by his ear, exhausted, breathing, taking big deep breaths.
Well, like I said, I mean, you're getting hacked to death every time you're trying to go under the basket, and at the same time, they're letting the big fouls go and the little itsy-bitsy ticky-tack.
That always makes you mad as a coach.
Yeah. Well, it makes you mad as a player, too.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when you're getting slapped,
Bogart bringing the ball up. Wilmington's cut it to 10. Rory, three-pointer.
Deep. Cuts it to 7.
I'm glad to say that they're shooting the threes. I think that was a problem there. Charge on Carlos Lewis.
Mason is becoming out of control here.
Starting to shoot yourselves in the foot.
Right. Well, as the game gets closer, I think that it's kind of playing on their psyche.
And they went back to, they're playing like they was playing a 2-3 couple possessions there.
37-30. 2:15 third quarter. Smith drives the left side. Puts it in. Lead has been cut to 4, folks.
It should be 32. Right?
Should be 30.
Yeah, 32.
Yeah, it was 30 to 37. He made a 2 and they gave him a 3 for it. He's changing it. Should be. Let's score, right?
No, he's going to change it.
Mason Thomas calling for a full timeout.
Might want to check the score. I think it's
Wasn't that
32.
37. Because they made a 2 there. Because it was 27, they hit a 3, made it 30, and then they just hit a layup for 2, made it 32-37.
Right. Okay. See, we play fair here at Wilmington, right?
Well,
especially on Campus Nation. We like to see. We don't want to see any discrepancy, especially if you were to win or
Hope they don't lose by one.
The whole game could be. Yeah, that's right.
Somebody's going. I think Mason's coach walked over there too, saying the same thing.
We've actually got it on video, Travis. So you're the blame.
Thank you.
37-32.
That's Charlie.
What's that?
That's some popcorn there. You want popcorn?
No, I'm good tonight. Hey, you want some Tic Tacs? Ask her if she wants some of these.
You want Tic Tac?
Some Tic Tacs? How about
2 minutes to
caramel?
go in the third.
Oh.
Mason with the basketball, up 5 now.
Tanner New. Ooh.
Yeah, drive to the hole.
Here you go. He fouled him.
Fouled. He's going to go to the line and shoot 2. Chris
3
Roy.
on Rollery.
That's first.
I thought he said the 3rd on Rollery.
No, that's first.
I didn't remember that many being called the first.
I don't know. Are you sure Willery doesn't have at least 2 fouls?
I got him for 1.
I thought Chris had a foul.
That's all I got him for up there is
All right.
1.
Well, we'll trust the scorer.
Rebound.
Box out.
That lazy.
Yeah, that right there. That's
a
critical.
glove.
Especially if you lose by 2.
Yeah.
39-32.
You can't fall asleep like that. Not when you're down.
I thought Dylan was going to get him one-on-one ISO.
Oh, now they're calling the easy fouls.
Tanner New, that's his third.
Sora going in for New, it looks like.
So that is his 3rd foul, right, or 4th? I know he picked up some quick fouls in the first half because he was guarding Dylan. Third foul.
Mansfield.
Right, that's his
third foul on New. Guys, I keep it right here.
Well, Roger told us.
Bogart
Take Dylan. Oh,
drives the whole left side. No good.
out to the races penalty. Oh,
Roy rejects him. Shots put up by penalty. And
Not in our house, right?
not here.
Mason's coach is living.
That's called home cooking. You're allowed to get them like that. He blocked her clean, but the body might have got him.
That was good.
Well, at least on the way down.
Yeah,
But I think that was because the Mason player fell into him.
yeah. But one more. Looking for that cutter.
King has it. It's out to penalty. King,
Nice
three-pointer,
three.
left side, no good. Warrior with a rebound. Gets Boucher over to Bogart. 1 minute left to go. 39-32. It's been a good quarter here for the Hurricane.
Yeah, they've outscored a bunch.
Wilmington looking like they're going for the last shot here. So we'll see if they can...
Trying to get King to back up the basket.
Bogart has on the left side. Feeds it into Mansfield. Down the left spot. Shot put up. Absolutely made line.
Oh, thought there were two Mason.
King has it down the other end.
So they'll take the last shot, maybe.
Left wing. Out to Carlos
Wilmington needs to
Lewis.
get a hold, get a stop here.
We got a foul.
Foul on Smith.
Yeah.
That's his first.
Little reach.
News going back in for Sora.
That's only
Evans for Boucher.
only the Hurricanes' second foul.
Yep.
Island's talking to number 24. I wonder what he's talking to him about.
Said how you doing?
Or that Facebook stuff.
Yeah.
Nice turnaround jumper from the corner.
Redone
Hey,
Dylan.
no good.
Still got
No guard.
time.
3 seconds.
He tried it. Ooh.
Oh, they got away with it, too. They got it.
They counted it.
Yep.
Wow.
39-34.
So at the end of 3, Wilmington has clawed back into this. They are only down by 5 to Mason.
Well, I tell you what, guys. Mason scored a total of 5 points that quarter. Wilmington put up a 19 spot.
Yeah.
39-34.
Charlie, she wants you to have this pickle.
No, I don't need any pickle. That's bad for your heart. That can do all kinds of crazy things with your heart.
You get a pair of them pants, sorry.
No, I like them. We look good in those, won't we?
We'll get you a pair of
Get
purple
a guy on the
suede.
golf course. There you go.
Purple suede.
You play golf?
Nah, a little bit. I'm going to put more.
Oh, Charlie, I could just see Charlie in a pair of those Obama girl
I
pants.
tell you what, I used to play years ago, but I haven't played in like 6 or 7 years. Thought I might try to do that again, but I won't play with somebody that's not very good.
Yeah, I'll play with it. I'll play.
There you go, 2 duffers.
We'll have to do that this summer. That'd be fun. Go out maybe once every couple weeks or so. I don't want to do it too much. I might get tired.
All right, last quarter,
Might
last
get
8
good,
minutes for the
beating it.
Hurricane.
I used to shoot low 40s.
Did you?
Mine, yeah.
I showed low 40s on the first 2 holes.
And
You couldn't make it to the 10th hole.
I could
That was 1 through 3.
I think my lowest 9 I ever had was like a 34. It was on easy course.
Yeah, that was the one with the windmill, you know, and the...
Putt.
Anytime you want to go, Phillips, I'll school you. I haven't played in 6 years, and I'll school you right now.
Well, I'll play you in tennis, and you'll die.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, right.
I don't know about that.
Oh.
Mason with the basketball. Get back here to live action. Or he gets the rebound off the shot.
New was begging for a foul.
39-34. Bogart has it. Tries to drive the lane. They're going to
call that foul.
After he fell.
His fourth foul.
Fourth foul on
Number 32. Must be pick on new night.
Greg Richards.
So back in is Sora.
Good night. How many teams they got?
They've got 2 of each.
Let's just caught that.
What's that?
This is what we were saying. They're incredibly deep, but you got to remember that's the largest public school in Ohio. Wilmington, there are only 3 students over being D2. 2 students over being D2.
Wilmington is.
Yeah.
3-pointer, no good. We got a foul underneath.
I guess that's
Carlos Lewis on
Was that a warning call?
I don't know.
Mason's. He actually told him to stop.
Mason's coach getting a little irate.
Well, he's going to get teed up if he's not careful. Look at the fouls!
Travel. That's a makeup call.
He gets smacked in the face, and they call him for traveling. Well, at least they're equal.
Both coaches are getting old.
Noska did a big stomp there.
Yeah, he doesn't usually stomp.
This guy's taking over. Which ref is he?
Charlie says that's father and son.
No, that was the first game.
No, that was the second game, Charlie.
That was the one we had the other night. The one we had the other night was father and son, too.
Right. These are just twin brothers.
They weren't father and son, this group. They could have been, though.
Charlie tried to say that was, but he asked, and they weren't. They didn't have the same name. Maybe it was like a brother from a distant mother or something.
Another mother.
Mason up
Wasn't that a travel?
They're going to get him. This one guy, the one ref under the bucket's taking control with me.
Yeah.
Ooh. Dialing.
Mason just working the ball around the outside.
That was a foul.
Yeah. We could call foul about every time. Three-pointer put up. No good.
Yeah, if you wanted to be.
Rebounded by Evans.
Dialing dribbled into a triple team.
Yeah. Evans, three-pointer. No good.
Ooh.
He was open.
Well, he's ripping Mr. King, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, I can remember when they played Cooper earlier, he would stamp like that and it would shake our camera. Our camera was always shaking. There's a couple coaches that like to stamp
it on top. Gets it over to Shooty. Three-pointer put up, no good. Shooty rebounds though for Mason.
You stamp your foot, Travis?
No.
All right.
I just pace.
Oh, you pace.
Source.
Oh, nice play.
Dialing.
Knocked away.
They cut it a 3 here. 3 or 2.
Bogart has that on top. Wilmington down 5.
Another foul.
I tell you what, it's crazy. Crazy, isn't it? You got teed up yet this year, Big T? Not this year.
Not yet.
Got a timeout? Timeout, Wilmington.
Not yet.
Have you come close?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So does the assistant provide all the flack so that the head coach doesn't get teed up? Is that what happens?
Yeah, try to calm him down.
Yeah. So you take
You
it
probably could.
Is that it?
In your case, he could probably calm him down.
We go to C&E tomorrow.
Oh.
The JV coach has got some family things going on, so I got to coach the JV at 10:30, and then the varsity plays at 5.
She'll be there all day then.
Well, it's like time and a half, isn't it?
Yeah. That's what she said.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to give you an extra cheeseburger because we cut him down to one since he's been a wanderer. Yeah, part-time.
He's trying to keep his figure, see?
Yeah, Roger's got a girlfriend. He's got to keep his girlfriend happy.
Yep.
And she's listening. Roger didn't even tell her what channel it was on.
Okay?
Yeah.
FYI there, brother, FYI. All right, 39 to 34.
That's the kind of water that he drinks, FYI water.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I kind of like this stuff.
He likes it because of the flower.
All flowery.
Yeah, he likes the flowers. He wants the shirt with the big cheerleader on it.
Bogard trying to get the ball in. He's going to have a hard time. Gets it to Goucher at the last second. Goucher trapped in the corner. That's Bogard.
Good pass. One kick.
Smith has it. Goes the lane.
He's thinking about
that's short. Three-pointer away short. Might have been tipped by King. Going the other way. Mason has it.
Had to cut her. Dowling cut him off. They're all over the floor.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
The defense is intense on both sides of the floor.
Yep.
And for the most part, they're not going to play.
Blocks it up. Don't start, Jeffrey. Come on. Come on.
Wow.
You guys have whittled your way back into it. Don't start critiquing now.
5 minutes.
It could go against you quickly.
Yeah, the best thing to do is just to take it and play. Look at.
Get rid of it. Gets rid of it to Mansfield. Mansfield goes down the middle of the lane. He gets fouled.
Yeah, we've been
fouls on number 21.
And that is the 7th foul, so they're going to be shooting 1 and 1. The bonus from here on out. Wilmington only has 2 fouls, so that's going to be critical down the line.
Has anybody scored this quarter?
No.
No. 3 minutes and 14 seconds and nobody to score.
Yep, 39-34.
Oh, it has been defense.
Yelling at the referees hasn't been the max.
Well, the referees have not
both sides.
They have not endeared themselves to either head coach.
That's what I was saying down here when you have Woolery and Jeffrey pleading for a call. Now's not the time to be on, especially the one.
All right, 4-point Mason lead with 4:46 left in this final quarter of play.
39-35.
Unless we go into OT.
We're in Wilmington tonight. I don't care about that. I want to go into OT last night up in Beaver Creek.
Oh, I was driving.
Who won that one?
Beaver Creek. Over Hamilton.
Yep. That was a
good game.
Slugfest too, the first half. 3-pointer from the corner by Mason.
No box out.
Another one, same guy shooting 24. He makes that one.
He didn't miss the first one by much.
That was penalty. 42-45.
Back to 7.
And stolen away. Going quickly the other way. That's going to foul on Roy.
There'll be 2 shots.
Make him earn it.
That's a good foul.
Second on Woolery.
Yep.
Is that penalty?
So going the line is no penalty. First one's up. In and out.
Went down the channel, right back out.
I think both teams are feeling a little tight right now.
Yeah.
Penalty has 17 right now on the game.
He's been the high
scorer. In and out again.
Rory, good check, man.
Good foul by Rory there. Rory gets rebound. Wilmington down 7. Rory has basketball left side.
Wasn't a foul?
No foul called. Penalty reached in, stole the ball away.
Like you say, no blood, no foul, right?
Yeah.
Well, that was a foul, definitely, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now watch, they'll call a little check foul down here.
Yeah.
Mason just working the ball around the outside. Carlos Lewis has it. Gets it over to King on the left side. He's driving down the left side. Shot underneath by Shooty, no good. Rebounded by Mansfield, heading the other way.
Okay, now who's going to commit the foul this one?
Three-pointer put up.
Got it!
By
Boucher.
That's at the floor.
Alex Wright. That's right, Alex Wright, our other senior on the court.
Mason's
My
coach
Facebook
just told him he'll shoot the three.
42-38.
Timeout, Mason.
Coach just told him, watch 23, he'll shoot it.
Full time, no, 30.
It's a 30-second timeout.
30-second timeout.
By the Comets.
42-38. So Wilmington's only picked up one on 4-3 so far this quarter.
Yep.
Not much scoring. A lot of hard defense. Yep.
Or what I would say is a lot of fouling on both sides and not being called.
Yep.
You're welcome.
Hey, we're equal opportunity here. Yeah, we were talking about that. It would have been his fault.
I'd be like teeing everybody up. Wouldn't he?
What?
I'd be teeing everybody up.
I'm from 2 hours away.
Oh,
He
you're
don't-
all right, yeah.
That's the other side of it too. If you're ever you get a bad attitude, boy, you better watch out.
Yep.
How many seconds?
Pass thrown in. I was close
6
to
and a
foul.
half.
Are you counting, are you?
Yep.
Was it like one in the Mississippi?
It's just supposed to be 5 seconds. Don't you ever remember counting 1001 when you're in school, Rick? 1002? Foul. Reach on Mansfield.
So there's your called foul.
That was a foul there. You can't. I mean, that was a foul.
That's Charlie about the Tic Tacs.
You want some Tic Tacs? There you go.
No, they need them.
I know. Maybe I should just have those right up there. 42-38. 4-point advantage, Mason, but that's great for Wilmington because they were down as many as 17, I believe, earlier.
Yes.
That's right, yeah. 17, I think, was Mason's.
32-15.
That was at 34-15 at halftime.
That's what it was.
19. Mason's on the basketball. Thought about taking the three, instead passes it off.
They're waiting for that cutter. They're waiting for Wilmington to fall asleep and hit that cutter.
It's like nobody wants to take the shot because they're afraid that if they miss it, and Wilmington.
Another
Jeffrey.
Another reach in.
Jeffrey.
His third.
Foul is number 43, Jeffrey Mansfield, his third,
He almost got the steal.
He's got to come quickly with that top ball side hand. He keeps going with the backside hand and bodying him up.
So Boucher in for Wright. Mason side out, leading 42-38 with 2-2 remaining in this ball game.
Tanner.
Ooh, left his feet to make the pass.
Ball's out of bounds. Going to go back to Wilmington.
They just put him back in because he had the fouls on him. 4 fouls.
He's going out too.
Made that silly
Offense,
pass.
defense.
Well, you don't leave
He
your
left your feet.
Yeah.
Matt Sora back in the game for Tanner New. 42-38.
One thing's for certain, no matter who wins tonight, you can't really call the refs for being too easy on one of the other teams. They've been equally uneasy.
Yeah, they've called enough crap from both sides tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah.
They're not waiting on a three, are they?
We've been the nicest people to him.
Bogart underneath.
That's a
Puts a
foul.
shot up and he gets fouled.
All right, he's good for at least 1 out of 2 of these shots. Let's hope Dylan can hit them both. Come on, Dylan. Tonight's game being brought to you by Bogart's Memphis-style Southern Barbecue.
No penalty, huh?
What's new?
Dine in, drive through, or carry out.
He's got 4.
So maybe he is playing offense defense
Yeah.
with him.
First one's good.
Bogart puts first one up, and it is good. He's got 13 on the night. Cut it to 2 right here with the bucket. That's good. 42-40, boys.
All right, anybody's game with 1:47 remaining in this game.
Give and go right there,
Oh,
boy.
there's Lewis. Bringing the ball up. Gets it to King. Back to Lewis. Right corner.
I thought that was
Out
Carl
to
Lewis.
No, Carlos.
Shoot.
We talked about that earlier. He tried to correct me then.
He's pretty fast.
He is fast.
What do you like?
Wow, all kinds of contact there. I mean, it seems like to me there should be a foul. I'm not sure which way. Yeah, exactly. I'm not saying which way there because it looks like both of them are committing a foul.
Yeah, people have gotten the price of their admission.
Oh, almost stolen away by Matt Smith.
Attack.
Oh, you wanted something? Oh.
Back out the move.
1 minute left in this game, folks. And it's good.
That hurt. Somebody should have took a charge. That hurt.
Penalty. 44-40. Yep, 55 seconds here.
Wilmington's
Now
going to
you're
have
going to
the
need a
foul.
three. Need that by short.
Way
Big
short on
short.
three. Mansfield gets the rebound.
Oh, to the face.
Oh, they called it.
On penalty.
And a good thing is it stops the clock.
Definitely shooting 1-on-1.
Third foul on penalty.
You look at the Wilmington losses, the one loss by 5, the one loss by 1, and of course they're hanging on a thread here.
First one's up and good.
So even in their losses, they've been into all these games.
We're going to need a steal right here. Ooh,
No
missed
good
it.
on the shot.
22 held one way right in front of the ref.
3-point lead.
Yep.
Wilmington
Off green.
No.
wishful thinking, right?
No, it looked like it. Looked like it rolled right off his elbow.
35 seconds. Boucher back in the game for Alex Wright. 35 seconds to go. 44-41. Mason inbounding. Having a hard time. Gets it into King. He's being
10 seconds.
Oh, ball almost thrown away. Down the other side. Shots put up. No good. Foul's going to be called on King, I believe.
Okay, we're going to the line. That's bad because obviously.
That's two shots now. That'd be 10.
Right, you got 2 shots, but obviously you're down by 3, and you only got 23 seconds, so you're going to have to foul quickly.
You got to make these two. Right?
Yeah.
You got to make them.
Gotta have both of these.
Bogart going back to the line. Here, shoot 2. They're down 3. I'd say you got to get a quick timeout after he shoots the 2.
Yeah. Figure out who you're going to foul.
Bogart, first one's up. No good. Marty's dying over there right now. Marty, just between me and you and everybody's listening, the team looks tired.
Yeah.
I mean, just the whole team, and that's what I've signed there. Yeah.
I think part of it has just been, the fouling and the raucousness.
I think
of
they
the
looked
game.
tired the whole game, though.
Oh, they try. Ooh.
Need to do something here. Got a foul on Dylan. They're going to foul quickly here again. Right. But the next foul put them into 1-1, won't it?
Right.
Full timeout for Wilmington.
All right, so Wilmington calls timeout. They're down by 3. Mason has the ball. Time is not on Wilmington's side.
Wilkerson, yeah. Al Wilkerson in the house.
Al.
Yep. He's up there. Mark Hubert checking things out tonight.
Does Mark have his camera? Yeah.
I can't tell who's beside Al in there. That guy must be scouting.
It's Creamer. John Creamer used to coach Southern State. He's got a AAU group called the Spirit Warriors. We play against them a lot. He's probably recruiting.
For AAU?
Yeah. He used to be the coach of Southern State.
(44-41).
Man, those 2 free throws would have helped.
Well, he's missed several.
Oh, you need one? I still got to print your dad's.
Got to get her picture, Rick. There you go.
All right. Oh, I got her picture. Off the video. She did an interview.
Okay. 17.4 seconds go. Mason has the ball on the Wilmington end.
We'll try to get it on the far left side over there.
All right.
Bagboy's going to be in the way on that pass.
Try
5 seconds.
time.
Can't call it.
Oh.
I thought you couldn't call it when the 4 seconds had expired already.
Not supposed to be able to call it when it's hit 4.
Well, according to him, it hadn't hit 4 yet, so that's what you got to assume.
3 3/4.
That was a long 3.
Remember, he lives 2 hours away.
No, that's the other guy.
I know.
Is that his brother or his father?
But he hasn't done a bad job, the guy that said he's a little 2 hours
No.
away. Really, he hasn't done too
I
much
was just
job.
joking because the ones down there said he couldn't give it to him because it was 4, and this one here gave it to the coach. Because
Oh, can you give it to the coach?
he let the coach call it, but it should have been his call down there because he said
Right,
that
that's
Carlos couldn't have it because once he was at 4,
That's right. At 4, the
player
only one
has
that
to
can,
call it.
Yeah.
the coach can't call it if it's 4.
Right.
But the player still can?
Yeah.
Right. Player can, coach can't.
Yeah, because you got a coach sitting there usually counting, he'll call it.
You want us to say that slow, Charlie?
No, I didn't think you could call it at all at 4 anybody.
The players only want to, now the way they've changed it, the players only want to call it at 4.
All right, Mason inbound, try
this
again. 17.4
Why are they
seconds.
so high? He's going to break.
Carlos Lewis bringing the inbound in.
Trying to foul.
Got a foul on Rory.
And I don't think he actually fouled.
Well, you
Got
can
a call on
actually,
Bogard.
Rick, you can actually tell them, hey, we're going to foul if we don't get the steal.
So did they call it on Bogart?
Yeah.
Wilmington takes a timeout, full timeout.
You can actually tell the ref you're going to call it, and if it's close enough, whether you get him or not, though, they're usually going to call it.
Yeah. All right, so Mason's going to be at the line. They're going to be shooting 2. And they lead by 3.
They're shooting 1 and 1 actually.
Yes.
So that could be, if they'd missed the first
That's
one,
true.
Wilmington gets the rebound.
You're right.
They'll shoot a 3, maybe.
17
Tie it up.
seconds, you could. You're right.
Tie it up.
We'd be going into overtime.
That would be a good thing right now for a Wilmington fan.
Yeah.
I think I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
Well, there's going to be a lot of pressure on their shooter. Who's shooting?
Penalty. No.
No. It's the guy with 4 fouls. It's
Penalty, isn't it? No, New.
New is
Yeah, no, he's a pretty good foul shot shooter, though.
New has no points tonight.
None?
None.
Ouch.
Well, he was slated to, just harass the heck out of Dylan, and I think that probably, it's kind of hard when you're focused on, such a good ball handler to be able to score as well as play great defense. That's really hard.
15.5 seconds.
But
No, you roll.
he can be the
This would be the biggest
icing on
2
the
points
case.
of the game.
That's right. If he makes either one of these, it's pretty much salted away.
First one's up. No good. Rebounded by Bogard.
They got Wright sitting over there waiting on the 3. You got to go somewhere, Dylan.
They could foul him when he's
Mason
trying to
should
shoot.
foul him.
I would foul him. I would foul him, not even get a chance to shoot a 3.
Why didn't Mason? Why don't you foul somebody?
Well, see, I've said that so many times. When you know you're down by 3, if you're the team, I don't understand why you don't just foul unless they call, the obvious foul, which would be you fouled him on purpose.
Yeah.
Then there could be 3 points. So I think it's probably,
Well, if
But
he's
defensively-
fouling, you know he's going to make the first one, miss the second one.
Well, nothing's for certain. I mean, even if you fouled him in the act of shooting a 3 and he didn't make the 3,
Yeah.
To make 3 consecutive foul shots.
If I was I would have had Dylan go into the hole and try to draw the bucket in the foul.
Yeah, you mean rather than...
Instead of wasting, they went from 15.5 down to 5. He could have went to the rack.
Although the coach may be, he may be telling them, do not foul. Just let him have a clear lane to the basket, but don't let him shoot a 3.
So who do you have shooting this? Dylan or Rory or
Right.
Mansfield?
I don't know. Right
They're
or
going to play
Mansfield?
off of Wright.
Right or Mansfield?
Mansfield's been short. I'm running Mansfield right off of Mansfield.
Dylan trying to get the ball in.
I'm trying to get it to Roy.
It's at Rory. Dylan, 3-point. Oh! Contact made there, wasn't there? No foul call.
No foul. All right, Mason escapes. 44-41. 44
44-41.
So, Wilmington has lost their 3 games. First one by 5, second one by 1, and this third one by 3.
And, at the end of the third quarter, it's 39-34.
Yeah.
Mason only scored 5 points out of that.
Well, I mean,
and Wilmington scored 7.
Any way you look at it, each loss that Wilmington has been involved in, you can take away things from it. The first loss, they were up, at halftime by such a lead, and then to come back and get beat in that fashion, that was not a good loss, even though it was only 5 points. But the last 2 games, the Princeton game and this game, in both cases, they were hard-fought games. There were a lot of fouling that wasn't called and was called. And, I think that this team, in a lot of ways, is young. It's a young team, and there's a lot of things that they've got to learn as far as, to really congeal, to gel around, who's going to be the leaders, how many people are going to be the scorers,
So Alex and Woolery are Wright and Woolery are the only 2 seniors.
Right, yeah.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Well, scoring for Wilmington tonight, Lane Griffith come off the bench with 2, Alex Wright with 3, Matthew Smith 5, Dylan Bogard 14, Jeffrey Mansfield 10, and Chris Woolery 7. For Mason, Carlos Lewis at 9, Ben Schutte 8, Matt King 8, and Noah Peddlety at 19. But I'm going to tell you also, guys, and you guys all forgot about this, but I think the difference that could have been made in this game was when the first half, when Wilmington had all those open threes and kind of got yelled at earlier in the game for not shooting, don't shoot the 3, try to get underneath.
Right.
And they got gun shy after that.
Yeah. Right.
And they had 3 or 4 chances, open threes. Heck, even if you just let's say you make 2 of them. You make 1 of them, you have a tie game here at the end. You make 2, you win.
Right.
And they just didn't even take the shots.
Yeah, and it would have been a lot closer game if Travis hadn't told him about that 1 point.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, been 1 point closer, yeah.
2-point game. So it would have been a 5-2 and a 1 the 3 losses.
44-42.
Thanks, Rick.
Poor Travis.
So, like I said, you can't really, when you look at the game, this game or even the Princeton game, you can't really fault the Hurricane as far as, they gave it their all. They clawed back into this one, which was good because that's what you want to see. You want to be able to see when you're down, when you've been intimidated that first half the way they were. And I mean, let's face it, there was fouling on both sides. They were getting clobbered. And I think that's sort of been the case. That was the case even in the other 2 losses where they know that Dylan Bogart and Jeffrey Mansfield are the ones that they've got to shut down no matter what.
In the first half, they jump trapped Dylan a whole bunch.
Right, and
wore him out.
They were collapsing on both, Jeffrey and Dylan, and just causing havoc. And I guess that's the best way to say it without saying that they were missing a lot of obvious fouls that Mason was committing. But anyway, Mason has a good team. Don't get me wrong. I think that they're one of the better teams in Cincinnati. I think that
they're playing without one of their starters tonight too, guys.
And that's what we're hearing. So I don't know. I'd have to look up the.
No, that's factual. It was the top one there. Puisis. Yeah.
Eddie Puisis.
Yeah.
We'd have to see what his actual stats are and how many points he scores. How tall is he?
6'2".
No, but he wouldn't have scored.
But he's a senior guard.
Harley, watch out, bro.
So that's probably like the Dylan Bogard for. And I heard that earlier. Bill Lehrman told me that like at 10 o'clock this morning. I saw him. So.
Well,
Troy also acknowledged
Charlie's
that
privy
too.
to all that inside information because he's such a big car show of buff. They tell him all that.
Barbershop quartet hang out.
Yeah. They all go in there to have their beards trimmed and nose hairs trimmed and their eyebrows trimmed.
What I'm trying to tell you is you got good resources. Jealousy will get you nowhere, Dave.
I put him on the radio and now he's an authority on everything, Travis. Now he's going to want his own show.
Dude, I put you on KRC. I don't even want to hear it.
No, that was Dave.
And I put you on there, too, because that's why you got through there was for Dave. Because you guys, are, buddies and everything.
Yeah, that's right.
Buddies, Travis, you know what I'm saying? Well, I think we're out of here, aren't we? Before we get in any trouble?
I think we're done. But anyway,
I think we're done 10 minutes ago.
Final score tonight, 44-41. Mason over Wilmington. And we will be prepared for tomorrow afternoon's game at Wilmington College.
Like I said, I'll be a little late there, so you'll have to do the pregame on your own.
Trine and the men, Trine men and the Quaker men will be going at it tomorrow. We'll be on the air at 2:30, and then we've got the Wilmington women Saturday night at 7 o'clock. So stay tuned. Watch our website.
Is that wrestling or basketball?
Those are both basketball.
New Year's Eve Saturday, brother.
It said Saturday.
No, it's Friday.
Friday.
Well, you said Saturday.
Oh, it's Friday.
Okay.
Oh, it's Friday.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, who knows? But anyway, we all get paid the same for either day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charlie's got a big party to go to on New Year's Eve.
I don't have anything.
There's a whole bunch of them hanging out for that.
I know Dave invited you up, didn't he?
That's that Clemson game, isn't it?
That's probably what I'll be doing is watching some
I think so.
football.
Well, anyway, for CampusNation.com, this is Rick Phillips for Charlie Hargrave and Travis, Charlie the Troublemaker, and Roger the Dodger. Good night, everybody, and go King.